Hey everybody, welcome back to the official Flesh and Blood YouTube channel. I am Sam O'Byrne from 3 Floating, and we're playing with the History Pack 1 Blitz Decks for you guys. What is going to be a fantastic game between Jacob on Rhinar and Aidan on Dash. Wow. Shall we play? Begone! Begone with you!
Dash. 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 Whoopsie doopsie. Accidentally had the Tekla Reversinator on. That's not a card. I'm playing Dash. Dash is my favorite hero in the game with some very, very powerful mechanics. Dash's ability allows her to start the game with an item ripped from your deck, thrown right out into the arena. What this means is I start the game with some sort of advantage on my opponent. So the 3 items that you can choose to use Dash's ability on in this deck are Cognition Nodes, Convection Amplifier, and Hyperdriver. The one that I picked and the one that I personally think is the best way to aggro down your opponent is the Hyperdriver. And with this Hyperdriver and the extra free resource it will net me for 3 turns, it allows me to come in with longer chains, forcing Jacob to block with more cards, making Jacob come back at me with less damage.
What's up, guys? I'm Jacob from 3 Floating, and today I'm playing Rhinar. Rhinar's great. He's super cool. He's got a lot of intimidating attacks. So Intimidate works where whenever I discard a card with base power 6 or more, I get to intimidate a card from my opponent's hand. So what that does, it just banishes a card from their hand until the end of my turn. So they still get it on their turn, but it makes blocking for them a lot trickier. I know that the Dash deck has some items in it that don't block. So, you know, maybe I'll intimidate some blocking cards and just leave them with some items left in hand. Rhinar also swings for some big numbers. He's just a brute. Wow. All right, bro.
Dude, high roll.
Always. All right, we're gonna keep doing that. We're just gonna keep doing that. We're gonna high roll the draws. We're gonna high roll the everything.
All right, show me 6s. These dice are loaded. These dice are loaded. So that was a 7, and this.
All right, go first.
At the start of the game, I'm playing Dash. So I have a hero ability that triggers right off the top of the game. I'm gonna pull an item out of my deck, and that item is gonna be a Hyperdriver. Cool. A Hyperdriver enters the arena with 3 steam counters on it. When it has no steam counters left on it, it will be destroyed once per turn. When I boost a card, which you will see very shortly, I get a resource and remove a counter off of it. Dash's commons are really gas. I'm gonna play out a Throttle, pitching a blue Throttle, floating 1 after the 2 cost. Throttle has an effect called Boost that I was talking about earlier. And basically what it says is I can take this top card of the deck if I want to as an additional cost and banish it. If it's a Mechanologist card, which it is, this is going to get go again. This is gonna go on over to my banished zone, coming at you for 6. And also on the boost, the Hyperdriver is going to trigger. It's gonna go down to 2 steam counters, and I'm gonna get a resource.
It's pretty nice to go first when you're Rhinar because you can intimidate some cards away. It's kind of like Bravo where you can throw a big dominated attack that they can't really block. So a little unfortunate that I can't go first. I'm hoping that he doesn't drop another item down, but you know, just looking to block all this out and swing big on the next one. I will block 6.
All right, I'm going to throw a payload at you with Dominate. Payload has Dominate because there's a boosted card on this combat chain. It's coming at you for 6.
I'm going to block for 2 and then activate this card's ability once per turn instant. I'm gonna discard a card and it's gonna gain +3. So it's gonna block for 5 and I'll take 1.
All right. I'm gonna take this card, slide it right onto my arsenal, pass to you. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh man, I wanna gamble so bad.
Dice were feeling good earlier. Maybe they will feel good again.
I kind of just, I am going to pitch this yellow pummel and I'm going to play a Bare Fangs. When I attack with this card, I draw then discard. So I'm gonna draw a card and then randomly discard a card. So you can pick.
We're gonna say this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2.
All right, so this has 7 power, so it gets discarded. This is gonna get +2, so we're coming in for 8. And I get to intimidate a card out of your hand because I discarded a card with 6 or more power. We're gonna pick this one.
Okay.
That's banished until the end phase.
You don't see it.
No. And then you have 8 damage coming at you.
I'll say no blocks.
All right, take it.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
And I will just move to Arsenal.
All right.
And pass to you.
That intimidated card is gonna come back into my hand. Jacob swings back with a ton of damage, but I'm looking at a hand that can present the same, if not more damage to him. So in a race, we take damage and use our health as a resource and hope to rush our opponent down faster. I'm gonna begin my turn with cracking Goliath Gauntlet.
Nice.
Which reads, action, destroy Goliath Gauntlet. The next attack action card you play with 2 cost or greater this turn gains +2 power. Go again. So that is affecting this turn. I'm gonna do a 0 to 60 for 4, boosting. It is a Mechanologist card, so this is going to get go again, coming at you for 4. And my Hyperdriver is going to lose another counter and net me 1 resource.
I will say no blocks and take 4. Reactions?
No reactions here.
No reactions on my side.
I am not a reacty hero. Zipper hit for 5. Boost. We'll banish the top card. It is again a Mechanologist card. So this will get go again, come at you for 5.
I will say no blocks, take 5.
All right. This is going to be High Speed Impact for 4. Boosting. It is a Mechanologist card again. Funny running theme here. That's coming in for 4. When it hits, the next attack I boost on this combat chain gains Dominate, which means that you can only block with 1 card from your hand.
I will block 3, 4.
She ends up blocking out, which makes sense for him here because he sees the Goliath Gauntlet that I've cracked on this chain. Probably doesn't want that last 2 cost to come in for a large amount of damage and not have the option to block with multiple cards. No reactions. This is gonna be a Throttle, no boost. 4, 8.
I will say no blocks, take 8.
All right.
Ooh, brute,
Go to 2, that's my turn.
This has Battle Worn, so it gets to stick around. I'm gonna put one of these cool -1 counters on.
Goliath Gauntlet is dead. These all go to my graveyard. I'm gonna drop the pitch to the bottom of my deck and draw 4.
Holy cow. What the heck was that? This is a HP 1 deck. This is like, that last turn was like a freaking constructed Dash Blitz deck. That was super crazy. So this is gonna be a fast game, I feel like. I'm already at 2. I'm going to start off by cracking my Goliath Gauntlet.
Oh my god.
I'm then gonna play a Barraging Beatdown. It's a red one, so my next brute attack gains. If this attack is defended by fewer than 2 non-equipment cards, it gets +4. So if it's not defended by 2 cards from hand, it gets +4. I will then pitch this blue Come to Fight for a Wild Ride. When I attack with it, I draw a card, then discard a random card. If the card has 6 or more power, it gains go again. So I'm gonna draw a card. It's the only card in my hand. I'm gonna discard it. It has 6 or more power, so this is gonna have go again. 1 floating here. So this Wild Ride is coming in for 8, possibly 12 if you don't block with 2 cards. And I do have to intimidate a card from you.
We've got 1, 2, 3, 4.
That's interesting. Over here. We're just going all out. This Wild Ride is really good. There's not a ton of go again attacks in the Rhinar deck, so it's really good to see it here. Push a lot more damage through.
I'm gonna take a gamble. We're living fast. Just gonna block 3. So you'll keep your damage buff. 9 damage coming through. Any reactions?
Nope.
All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
All right, I'm going to now break my Bark Bone Strapping. At instant, I can destroy it, roll a 6-sided dice, and I gain resources. Rounded down. Okay, I gained 3. I didn't need that much, I just needed. So I'm at 4. I'm gonna spend 2 of it and hit you with Romping Club for 5 because I have discarded a card with 6 or more power this turn, the Bare Fangs.
Oh.
So you got 5 coming at you.
Right.
And now I have all the Null Rune in the world.
If that's a pummel, I just lose. If I overblock it right now, I can do pretty much nothing on my next turn. Yeah. I think I gotta risk it to try to win.
I got 2 yellows and 2 blues. Yeah, baby.
I'll block 3.
Okay.
Reactions?
No, take 2. That's my turn. Broken. All right, draw it.
Return this intimidated guard back into my hand. The zipper hit for 4. Pitching a yellow payload. Boosting. It's a Mechanologist card. And get go again. It's coming in 4. And my last Hyperdriver trigger will go off, netting me a resource. And the Hyperdriver, with no steam counters left on it, will wither away in the workshop. What this boost here is really doing is activating ability I have over on my Achilles Accelerator. What Achilles Accelerator allows me to do is load my pistol with the floating resources I have remaining, shoot for 2, and since I boosted this turn at instant speed, I can just give myself another action point, allowing me to come in with the pistol again, taking another card from his hand, and ensuring that every time I use my pistol moving forward, he's going to have to give me a card.
I will block 3 and take 1.
You got it. I'm gonna pay 1 to load my pistol, which will close the combat chain because it is in action. So that's cleared. That is also cleared. Pistol reads action. If there are no steam counters on Tectoplasma pistol, I can put a steam counter on it and it has go again. So this is loaded now. And then I have another action that I can do with it, which is remove the steam counter and I can attack with it. So I'm going to do that. Pistol comes at you for 2.
I will block 3.
As an instant, since I've boosted this turn, I'm gonna pop my Achilles Accelerator, which will get me an action point. So I get my action point back, and I'm going to use my final resource to load my pistol one more time, which will close the combat chain again. And I will remove the counter and shoot for 2.
Block 3.
And that's it for me. I will just draw back up to 4.
My turn. I'm just gonna drop and pass.
All right.
The card in my arsenal, I have to have 3 cards basically. I need to pitch to it, I need to discard a card in order to attack with it, and then the card from my arsenal. So only having 1 card in hand, I can't throw out this attack, which feels really bad. I really need to take at least just 1 or 2 cards out of his hand, so it's not looking too great for your old Rhinar Brute Man.
It's a 0 to 60 for 4. Boosting. We'll give it go again.
I will block 6.
Right, no damage there, sir. Rotary Arm, which closes the combat chain. It says that the next Mechanologist attack action card I play this turn gains +3. And if I boosted, I get to put Rotary Ram on the bottom of my deck. Combustible Courier. It's blue, but the Rotary Arm is gonna make it come in for 5. I'm gonna boost. It'll get go again. Float 1.
I only have a 3 block and this no block in my hand.
Damn.
So I take 2. Good game, bro.
That was quick. Good game, yeah.
Battles.
You know, that last turn I had a no block in hand, which is a little unfortunate. Die with the card in arsenal. Just couldn't get it off, you know? I just wasn't able to keep enough cards in my hand to start throwing out attacks, and Dash is just... Dash is fast. Dash is faster than Rhinar. This time.
Huzzah! We get there and show that Dash is in fact faster than Rhinar. I truly think that Dash is a fantastic place to start if you're just getting into Flesh and Blood, and this HP1 deck is really easy to pick up and play with and highlights a lot of the core mechanics of Flesh and Blood. On top of this, Mechanologist as a class with their items are super versatile. You can pick up this deck, and though it's an aggro deck right now, depending on what item you use Dash's ability to start out on the board, she will play completely differently. Boost is really good. You should play this deck and throw a lot of attacks with go again and just have fun. I love Dash. She's the best.
All right, y'all, we made it to the end of the game. Dash went fast.
Yeah.
Rhinar went smash. That is all she wrote. Thank you so much to Legend Story Studios for having us on the channel. Check out this channel for more great Flesh and Blood content. Check out 3 Floating for more gameplay content like this. And we will see you next time. Cheers. Woo.
We're gonna run it back.
Yeah, you want to run it again?
I'm down to run it again. I'm going first this time.
All right.